Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Kirsten Brady Lewis, and I am an age group triathlete amateur, and I am racing Ironman 70.3 races, and this year a full Ironman towards the end of 2024. So I wanted to thank you for being here, introduce myself again, because some of you are new. Also want to tell you about today's video. So today's video is all about my strength training assessment that I had last week, and it was so useful for me. I can't even tell you. It's already like made a great difference in my run, which is what it ended up being about. I feel like injury prevention, like getting to that start line, is huge, right? Just getting to the start line healthy is a big part of our journey. It's like, you know, people think about the finish lines, which is great. We want to get to the finish line nice and strong, but getting to the start line is just the first focus, you know, healthy without injury. So that's why I did this. I want to make sure that I'm doing all the things around the training as my volume goes up. And as I ask my body to do more, I want to do it correctly. I want to fire up the right muscles. I want to make sure I don't have imbalances so I don't have injuries. And so I'm going to bring you along for what happened in this session and how it went. Hey guys, so I am here for a strength training assessment with the awesome Cody Foreman, and here at Passport to Health, which is a great organization, like facility. And he's going to do an assessment of where I'm at triathlon-wise, strength training, and kind of like my weaknesses and my strengths. That makes sense. And just kind of go through the whole thing and see where it's at. I think it's really cool because it's like triathlon specific, which is great. So let's get going.
It's in the parking lot. I'll have to do it soon, right? So. That's right.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Is it your stride length off the bike? Is it not having the muscular endurance off the bike? Does it just feel like you haven't put it together? Like, what's the limiting factor there?
For this session, we focused on my run performance because that's where I've had some weakness in firing up kind of all the right muscles for run. So the questions he asked were perfect because that's exactly what I was trying to do. I need to get a longer stride, like kind of what I call a more athletic run, and also fire up the correct muscles so I don't get injured, because I've been overcompensating on one side so far. So we started this process with a discussion and then went into some work on evaluating exactly what is going on with my muscles and which side is stronger and is there any unevenness.
Through the hip. So when you're flat on the ground, this is what is actually going to be neutral to you, okay? Right. And so your body just naturally figures it out.
That's crazy.
All right, and so because it's so jammed up, because it's pseudo longer, what ends up happening is this all shuts down because it's overly stretched, right? Because if we start to get you into this position, right? This whole glute has to stretch out. And so because it's overly stretched, it can't form a good contraction. So when we level out your pelvis here by working through the QL here, what we're going to do is we're going to level that out, and we're going to allow you to actually find neutral when you're on the ground. And so by doing that, your joint dynamic is going to dictate how much muscular recruitment you can actually get in that area.
Okay, so what we discovered is I was so tight on that right side, like what he's releasing right now, that it was not allowing me to recruit the muscles on the left side, which was actually causing some inflammation and discomfort on my left knee. So it kind of transferred all the way down into there, which as the volume goes up would have been a problem. So that's why I'm here doing this. Then we started moving into learning how to activate the correct muscles in my strength training.
You are going to utilize your glutes to turn your feet out without actually turning your feet out. So you're gonna squeeze the glutes and you're gonna pull the knees out while keeping the feet planted.
So I'm gonna pretend that I have a band.
That's correct. There you go. Yes. Internal rotation. Alright, so we knew that this side was less mobile internally. We knew that left side was more mobile internally. They're more symmetrical now. You lost mobility on this side, but you already had enough mobility. Extending the leg out in the back. So it should be, we're not emphasizing the height, but all we're doing is we're emphasizing the correct muscular patterning of squeezing the glute, pressing through the back side while still driving our knee throughout the front side. And so you'll start by doing these low level bounds. And then as you start to get into it, you'll continue that bound for, again, like 10 yards or so. Bound, bound, bound. And then you'll just start to break into your run. And that's how you're going to sort of put pen to paper, muscle and memory together in order to get the right sort of position.
Yeah, I love that drill. That's the drill.
That's right.
Actually, it's like exactly what I'm trying to do in this run.
Exactly. Yeah, so that'll help you slow down your cadence. That'll help you get that longer stride length. Again, being more athletic, the way that we've talked about. And so all of that will tie together. And so hi, my name is Cody Foreman from Passport to Health. I am a personal trainer, corrective exercise specialist, and professional triathlete. Today we did Kirsten's movement assessment. We looked at her biomechanics. We looked at her strength movement modalities. What we found out today is that she has a bit of a hip shift on her right side, and that's limiting her glute activation on her left side, has resulted in some of the injuries she's experienced in the past. So our game plan is to help loosen up that right lower back, the right glute, allow her to get into the right positions. We talked a bit about her strength periodization, focusing on a little bit more quality over quantity, focusing on specific rep ranges for hypertrophy, 8 to 12 reps, 3 to 5 sets, maybe 5 to 6 movements, all in the name of keeping her healthy, keeping her hips level, making sure that she can get the run performance that she's looking at as she tackles Morro Bay coming up here pretty soon in Ironman, California towards the end of the year.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being on my channel and for watching. And the last thing that I wanted to ask you is make a comment, because I would love to hear from you on what you want to see more of, or what you really like seeing in my videos, but what you want to see more of. What do you want to see? Because I'm planning my videos for the next bunch of weeks, and I will include those things if they seem like they're things that I can include. So write that in there, and thank you for subscribing and being here, and I will see you in the next training session.